What's going on, guys? Kaz Cray back with another New York Jets video, and this is going to be the off-season review. Shout out to everybody who was able to make the stream on Monday, I think. Yeah, it was Monday because that's when the Titans game was. But yeah, shout out to everybody who made it to the stream on Monday. I really appreciate all of you guys. So let's just get this recap going. And as you can see, the Bengals and the Bills had the best record in the AFC. The Bengals ended up winning the conference. Bills and Bengals both went 12-4, so not too embarrassing that we lost to them twice, especially the way we lost to them the second time. And the Jaguars won the AFC South. Boo. Sorry, CyberDarkWolf, if you're watching this. Shout out to CyberDarkWolf. Go subscribe to him. His link's going to be in the description. The Browns made the playoffs as well. That's crazy. And, of course, we kept the Patriots out of the playoffs. The Raiders won their division. And the Steelers got the last wild card spot. So the Browns somehow made it to the playoffs to raid it. So, pretty much the AFC South was the best division in football. They all finished with winning records. And the Seahawks only lost one game this year. They went 15-1. Philly finished second in the NFC with a 12-4 record. Green Bay and then Atlanta won their divisions. And the Saints and the Bears, both of them made the playoffs. The Saints aren't really a surprise, but the Bears are. But we did beat the Saints, so we beat another playoff team. And the Panthers and Cardinals fell just short of making the playoffs. So let's look at how the wild card went. The Jaguars beat the Steelers 52-14. The Packers beat the Bears 42-23. The Raiders beat the Browns 46-28. And the Saints lost to the Falcons 23-20. In the divisional round, the Raiders beat the Bengals. Seahawks beat the Falcons. The Bills beat the Jaguars. Thank God. Shout out to my hometown team, the Bills. No, I don't live in Buffalo right now, but yeah. Green Bay beat Philly pretty badly, 36-3. In the championship, or the conference championships, the Raiders beat the Bills and the Packers beat the Seahawks. And then in Super Bowl 52, is it? Yeah, 52. The Raiders just edge out the Packers 27-26 to win the Super Bowl. So here's a look at our stats. Colin Kaepernick actually finished with more touchdowns than interceptions. Still had a really bad completion percentage. Bryce Petty threw 9 interceptions and 4 touchdowns. So I don't think any of these quarterbacks are coming back. Maybe Hogan. I didn't really get to see what he can do. And Colin Kaepernick actually led the team in rushing yards as well. I know that's crazy, right? Yes, crazy, but sad and true. No running back on the team had over 279 yards. Denard Robinson probably would have got 1,000 if he played more this year. As you see, Robbie Anderson led the team in receiving yards. Gary Barnidge led him in receptions. And Brian Winters gave up 11 sacks this year. Jeez, just a bad year for the offense, or for the offensive line. And Demario Davis led the team in tackles. And Morris Claiborne had 5 interceptions this year. Dylan Donahue had 21.5 sacks. So he had a really good season. And Roberto Aguado didn't kick for us. Blair Walsh missed 5 field goals. Lack Edwards had to punt the ball 90 times. Jeez. And then Lucky Whitehead didn't really do much in the return game this year. So the MVP of the league is Aaron Rodgers. Pete Carroll won Coach of the Year. And then we look at Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC. Ben Roethlisberger was the Offensive Player of the Year. Preston Brown, Defensive Player. Deshaun Watson, Offensive Rookie. Dylan Donahue actually won an award for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So at least somebody prospered on the team. I'm happy about that. Brady won Best Quarterback. Le'Veon Bell won Best Running Back. Edelman won Best Receiver. Yonda won Best Offensive Lineman. Calais Campbell won Best Defensive Lineman. Dylan Donahue won Best Linebacker as well. So he just won all types of awards. Byron Maxwell won Best Defensive Back. Randy Bullock won Best Kicker. Then we go into the NFC. Aaron Rodgers won Best Offensive Player. Deion Jones won Defensive Player of the Year for the NFC. Mitchell Trubisky won Offensive Rookie. Gerard Davis won Best Defensive Rookie. Rodgers also won Best Quarterback. Devontae Freeman Best Running Back. Jordan Nelson Best Receiver. Lane Johnson Best Offensive Lineman. Aaron Donald Best Defensive Lineman. Deion Jones Best Best Linebacker. Prince Amukamara Best Defensive Back. And Kai Forbath Best Kicker. So that's a look at the awards, and then now we go to free agency. We're not going to be bringing back Antonio Andrews, unfortunately. He just didn't do a whole lot for us. Mike Pennell didn't even play, so he's not coming back either. Morris Claiborne, we're going to try to get back. Demario Davis doesn't want to come back, but I'm going to try to sign him back in free agency. Jonathan Harrison is somebody else I'm not bringing back. I mean, just everybody in the offensive line who's like a free agent is probably not coming back at this point. So, no, he's not coming back. Dakota Dozier is not coming back either. Denard Robinson, I will actually bring back. I'm going to sign him to a 2-year deal worth $5.64 million, and he signs back with us, so that's good. Chris Gregg is another guy I tried to bring back, but he decided at the end of the day he didn't want to be a Jet anymore, which is kind of disappointing because I feel like, I mean, Gregg didn't do like a whole lot for us, but when he was on the field, he made big plays for us. He made things happen. It's like faster for a tight end, but he decided not to sign back with us. And Wesley Johnson, also not coming back. And Alex Anzalone, I decided to bring him back. Alex Anzalone, he's a Florida Gator, so I probably shouldn't show him any love. But I actually really like Alex Anzalone. So I decided to bring him back for another year, see what he can do next year. And Colin Kaepernick, he made it possible to win games this year. And I thought about signing him back, maybe to like a 1-year deal or something like that. But at the end of the day, I just decided to move on from Kaepernick. Hopefully he finds a job elsewhere. Orlando Franklin, I decided not to bring back as well. Stevie Johnson, I was not going to bring back. I mean, he kind of just crapped out on me at the end of the season, so there's no point in bringing him back. Jeff Hewerman, another guy I decided not to bring back. I really didn't bring back a lot of people from this past year. Marcus Williams didn't even want to come back. I wasn't actually going to franchise tag him. I was just kind of seeing what tag would be for corners just in case Morris Claiborne didn't want to come back. Ego Ferguson, I actually decided to bring him back. I actually am going to be moving to a 4-3, so I need all the defensive linemen I can get. And Ego Ferguson did have that pick last year, so another chance. And Mike Martin, I thought about bringing him back just because he's a Titan. That's literally the only reason. I was just like, no, there. James Michael Johnson, another guy I thought about bringing back. I said no. But Spencer Paysinger doesn't want to come back. I don't want him back anyways either. Kevin White, I decided to sign back. He made a lot of huge plays for the Jets this year. Like, just like Robbie Anderson, he was pretty much like my deep threat as well. He's 6'3", 216, so having a taller receiver like that, definitely going to need that next year. Blair Walsh, I decided not to bring back. He didn't have a good enough season for me to really consider bringing him back. Devin Still, I also thought about bringing him back, but I decided against it. Shamarko Thomas definitely wasn't coming back anyways. And pretty much the rest of these guys were guys I really was not going to bring back. But overall, I feel like I got back the people I needed to get back. And I certainly was not going to bring back Christian Hackenberg. I mean, he just didn't do much for me at all. He's just very inaccurate. I hope one day somebody actually signs him, but I highly doubt it. At a 69 overall, slow development, nobody's bringing him back. Jalen Marshall, also decided not to bring him back. I don't even think he could be a practice squad guy. Lucky Whitehead was not bringing him back either. Alex Balducci was not coming back either. And then Kenbrell Tompkins wasn't coming back either. So that's it for most of these guys, although I do have 2 more guys to show you, obviously. And of course, those 2 guys are Morris Claiborne and Gary Barnidge. I tried to sign Claiborne back to a contract, but he decided that he was just going to say F our contract. He's going to see what he can get on the open market. I don't get it. He didn't even have that good of a season. But I did bring back Gary Barnidge to be my tight end. And then I made a big trade. I traded Matt Forte and a 2nd-round pick for this year to the Colts for their 7th overall pick and a 6th-round pick as well. I feel like that's a better trade for me than it is for the Colts because they already had Frank Gore. Now they're getting another old running back. I mean, it's not any good. I decided to trade Bryce Petty as well, and I actually got more than I thought I would. He had more value than I thought I would. Traded him to the Saints for a few picks. And I traded Muhammad Wilkerson for a 1st-round pick along with a 5th that I sent over to the Bears. So now I have 4 1st-round picks. So we look at free agency. I missed out on Cameron Brate. I'm kind of upset about that. I signed Morris Claiborne back, and I got Jeremy Zuda Tank Carradine, and then I missed out on Austin Pastor. And to replace Blair Walsh, I signed the legendary future Hall of Famer, 45-year-old Adam Vinatieri. Of course, had all those great years for the Patriots and Colts, and now he's a Jet. Then the second stage of free agency, I missed out on A.J. McCarron and Josh Gordon, but I signed Justin Hunter, and I missed out on Bradley Roby as well. Nobody really wanted to come in the Jets anyways. And then the last stage, I signed Raphael Bush, Dorial Green-Beckham against my better judgment, and Sebastian Vollmer. So that's my free agency. Now we get into the actual meat and potatoes of the offseason, the NFL draft. We had the number 3 overall pick behind the Niners, who went 0-16, and the Redskins, who had the same record as us. So we're looking at running backs now. We had Taryn Harrington on the board. We also had Will Gordon at receiver, I was thinking about as well. But I decided to select Asher Johns, the 6'1", 211-pound running back at Ole Miss. 92 speed, 89 acceleration, 92 carrying. So I feel like that was a solid pick, but later on we'd find out that Harrington wouldn't go until later. Then we have the number 7th overall pick as well. Of course, we got that from the Colts, as you just saw earlier in the Forte trade. And now it's time to get my franchise quarterback. It's between Quayshawn Hollings and Blake Hopgood-Chittick. Now, Hollings had the better combine, but at the end of the day, they're very similar in talent. Hopgood-Chittick has the better arm. So, as you're going to see, that's why I decided to draft Blake Hopgood-Chittick out of Miami. And he is an 81 overall, quick development, a 96 throw power. And the Broncos would later decide to draft Quayshawn Hollings, so they're pretty much giving up on Paxton Lynch and Trevor Siemian at this point. Then we go to pick number 23. And tight end is actually a pretty big need for us, honestly. Barnish isn't getting any younger. I'm not a big fan of Jordan Leggett, so I decided to go with Adrian Sheffield. He's a 78 overall, 6'5", 264 at LSU, and normal development. But he's a receiving tight end, so kind of fits what we want to do with our tight ends. And Teron Harrington ended up going to the Bills at 29 right before we picked at 30th with Seattle's pick that we got earlier in the Sheldon Richardson trade. Now with this pick, there wasn't really anybody I was too interested in that wouldn't be a reach at this point. So I decided to trade the pick off the advice from Franchise Guy. Shout out to Franchise Guy as well. I shouted out CyberDarkWolf earlier, and now Franchise Guy gets one. But to be fair, he gives me a lot of shout outs. But anyways, I find a really good deal. The 49ers offer their 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick, and 7th round pick of this draft. And you knew I was taking this one. That was an easy choice. So with the 3rd pick in the 2nd round, I decided to go after Deontay Hunt. 6'7", 300 pounds out of North Dakota. Had a very good combine. His power moves are a B+, block shedding a B. And he's an 80 overall, quick development, 84 block shedding, 93 strength. That strength is ridiculous. And 86 power moves. So I feel like that's a very good selection. Especially moving to a 4-3. Him and Leonard Williams in the middle is going to be ridiculous. So with the 18th pick in the 2nd round, I decided to go with Tyree Gorin. He's an early 3rd round prospect, but he had a great combine. And honestly, I feel like I really need a receiver at this point, just like another slot guy. So I pick him. He's a 79 overall, 96 speed, 95 jumping, 96 acceleration. So I think I got a gem right there. Diamond in the rough, if you will. And he can play right away for me. Then I get Gerard Murphy at the 24th pick. 77 overall, quick development. Now, he's a right tackle, but with that pass blocking, Franchise Guy gave me the advice to move him to a guard, and that's what I'm going to end up doing. I don't really like him. Our pass blocking was bad enough as it is. I can't have another guy just give him up all those sacks, because Hopgood-Chittick's going to get destroyed. So we go to the 3rd round now with the 15th selection. I decided to go with an actual guard in Hunter Wesovich. And 78 overall, normal development, 84 run blocking. So that's another problem we had, obviously. We couldn't run the ball outside of Kaepernick running it. So I get a good guard right here in Wesovich. He could probably start right away for the team. But I think him and Murphy will probably compete for the starting job at guard. And we had the pick right after that pick, actually, as well. So we decided to go after Devin Robisky, I'm not a fan of his man coverage, and Franchise Guy again gave me a lot of advice in this draft, and I decided to get Trubisky, and I'm going to move him to safety actually because he has 87 zone coverage, and that's really good, so he'll be backing up Jamal Adams. And now we go to the 4th round, we pick up Casey Hackney. He's a 3-4 tackler, and he might not fit the 4-3 scheme, but I mean, I don't really expect him to play much his first few years because we got Demario Davis back. Then with the next pick, we get Malik Yabodi in the 5th round. He's an excellent pick, a 74 overall, normal development. And I'm actually going to move him to corner because he has 70 man coverage, and he's actually better than Trubisky, so they're kind of switching positions. I get another excellent pick in Mac Lucas, the guard out of Maryland, 76 overall, 86 run blocking, so another guy who's going to compete for a starting job at guard. Then with the next pick, I double dip at running back. I pick up Donford Keelis, 96 speed, 92 acceleration, 83 ball carrier vision. He's a 69 overall, but as Franchise Guy pointed out to me, he has the clutch trait, so that's pretty good. Then we get Jamarcus Verrett with the 3rd pick in the 6th round. He's a man-to-man corner, 69 overall. Man coverage is 84, zone coverage is 78, so his coverage skills are at least good. Then we get Cullen Roberts, another excellent pick for us, with the 5th pick in the 6th round. 84 run blocking, 79 pass blocking, and strength is a 90, impact blocking an 84, so that's very good. I know we got a lot of picks in this draft, and then we get another running back in Rashawn Holt, 70 overall, 96 speed, 93 acceleration, 81 ball carrier vision, and he's from Florida State, so all positive things, I feel like. Then we get Jordan Devlin, the center out of Wake Forest, another excellent pick. 86 strength, 81 pass blocking, 88 impact blocking. We get another excellent pick in Tank Murphy, a cornerback out of Northern Illinois, 85 zone coverage. Might be another guy moved to safety, but I'm still thinking about it. Then with the last pick, we get the best player in the draft by true overall talent in Will Shepard, the fullback out of Louisville. Fullback is a huge need for us, as Jordan Leggett was kind of just a makeshift fullback for us after I just got tired of Julian House there. 93 impact blocking, 84 strength. So we had a damn good draft, I feel like. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see the full stream, I'm going to put the link in the description. And shout out to everybody who came out to the stream again. That's it for this video. Next video is going to be all 4 preseason games. I'm not going to do them individually this time. But thank you guys for watching this video. I'm out of here, guys. Deuces.